I am Asif Ibrahim. I give a short description about disaster. Any event negatively affect society or community or a family called disaster. Disaster are two types, natural and man-made disaster. Affect people in developing countries more adversely than the developed countries. Over Sahla.
I'm Sahla Mariam, and I am on the topic natural disaster. So, natural disasters are events caused by natural forces that have major effects on human population, infrastructure, and biodiversity in an area. Earthquakes, floods, cyclones, and droughts are some of the major natural disasters. My topic is droughts. Droughts are caused when a region receives insufficient rainfall for a long period of time. Shortage of water in drought-prone areas leads to fall in water table, crop failure, and therefore a shortage of food, fodder, and employment. As people begin to starve, they migrate to other places and become homeless. The states worst affected by water scarcity in India are Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Odisha, uh, Odisha, and Gujarat. About 30% of the land area in India is drought prone. Thank you. Pass over to Hasna.
I'm Hasna Farwin. I'm here to explain man-made disaster. Crises caused by human acts, intentionally or unintentionally, are called man-made disaster. Nuclear disaster, chemical disaster, terror attacks, biological disaster are examples of man-made disaster. Let's see the explanation of chemical disaster. Chemical disaster is the unintentional release of one or more hazardous substance which could harm human health and environment. It can cause people illness, injury, or disability. One of the examples of chemical disaster is the Bhopal gas tragedy. On 3rd December 1984, about 45 tons of dangerous gas, methyl isocyanate, escaped from an insecticide plant that was owned by the Indian subsidiary of the American firm Union Carbide Corporation. The gas drifted over the densely populated neighborhoods around the plant, killing thousands of people immediately. It created a panic as tens of thousands of others attempted to flee Bhopal. The final death toll was estimated to be between 15,000 and 20,000. Some half a million survivors suffered respiratory problems, eye irritations, or blindness. It was called the worst industrial accident in history. Thank you. Over to Sana.
Hi everyone, I'm Sana. So today I'm going to tell about a type of man-made disaster, which is terror attacks. So what is terror attacks? So terror attacks is a kind of disaster that occurs in the event of a terror strike, either through the use of explosives, guns, or chemical and biological weapons. Most of these disasters are brought about by misdirected elements who think that social or political or religious goals can be achieved by killing people. Terrorist attacks also hijack planes and destroy public infrastructure, such as railway tracks and bridges, to cause massive devastation. So, some of the examples of terror attacks are the World Trade Center in the US on September 2001, and another one which happened in India is Mumbai Taj Hotel attack. So this is the attack, and this is the picture of the Taj Hotel attack, the bombing. So what actually happened is that this attack is also referred to as 2611 because it happened in 26 November 2008. It was a series of terrorist attacks that took place when 10 members of Lakshar-e-Taiba, an extremist organization, it is like a terror group or something, carried out 12 coordinated shooting and bombing attack lasting for 4 days. So this attack took place for 4 days from 26th November to 29th November 2008, and it almost killed 174 people, including 9 attackers, and more than 300 people were wounded. 8 attacks and tower Leopold Cafe, the Metro Cinema, and in a lane behind the Times of India building, and St. Xavier's College. There was also an explosion in Mazagoon in Mumbai's port area, and in a taxi at Wild Parle. By the early morning of 28 November, all sites except for the Taj Hotel had been secured by Mumbai police and security forces on 29 November. Thank you.
Hope you all enjoyed the session. Thank you.